Orville Banks bought a house for $1, believing it abandoned. The deed and agent confirmed it was empty, but when he opened the weathered door, the scent of fresh bread hit him. In the kitchen stood 3 towering women around a wooden table, their eyes locking onto him. Orville froze, clutching his travel bag, the afternoon sun casting long shadows through dusty windows. The tallest, Estelle Drummond, with steel-gray hair, rose, her presence filling the room. "You must be the new owner," she said, voice commanding. "I'm Estelle. These are Willa Blaine and Fern Barrett." Willa, auburn hair streaked with silver, had hands stained dark, perhaps by berry juice. Fern, the youngest, hid one hand beneath the table, unsettling Orville. "I was told this place was empty," Orville stammered. Estelle's laugh cut like glass. "Agents say many things. We've been caretakers, keeping this house from ruin. Now, we must discuss our arrangement." The kitchen felt claustrophobic. Fresh firewood, vegetables, and 4 place settings on the table suggested they expected him. "Caretakers?" Orville repeated. The contract mentioned none. Willa's voice was smooth but sharp. "Many things about this house aren't in contracts, Mr. Banks. A smart man would understand before deciding to stay." Fern revealed her hidden hand, wrapped in stained cloth, and said, "Some houses choose their owners. Others reject them." The bread's aroma now carried a butcher shop undertone. Orville's horse whinnied outside, sensing the tension. As Orville reached for the door, Estelle stopped him. "Before you leave, know we have something of yours, waiting here longer than you'd imagine." She approached a wooden chest. Willa and Fern watched him intently. "My father left me nothing but debts," Orville said. Estelle paused. "Your father? What about your grandfather, Jeremiah Banks?" He understood keeping things safe. The name stunned Orville. His grandfather, Jeremiah, a wanderer who vanished for months and returned with unexplained wealth, died when Orville was young. "You knew him?" he whispered. Willa stood. "Well enough to make a promise we've kept for over 20 years. Estelle opened the chest, revealing papers, coin pouches, and a daguerreotype of a man resembling an older Orville. "Jeremiah left this house to you," she said, through an arrangement beyond paper. Fern unwrapped her hand, showing old scars, not wounds. "We've protected his legacy because he saved our lives." Orville's world spun. His family's history, marked by poverty, now included this house and wealth. "Why now?" he asked. Estelle closed the chest. "Yesterday, we learned dangerous people are asking about Jeremiah's legacy, ready to tear this place apart." Hooves approached urgently. Willa peered out. "For armed men, not here to welcome you." Orville saw their leader, Calvin Marsh, stride confidently. Estelle whispered his name, tension rising. Fern gathered papers as Calvin knocked sharply. "We know you're in there, ladies, and not alone." Willa checked the back. 2 more at the rear. "We're surrounded." Orville demanded, "What do they want? What was my grandfather's business?" Estelle's gaze pierced him. Jeremiah was a courier, moving valuable items, gold, documents, things people would kill for. Calvin's voice boomed. "We're coming in to collect what's ours." Fern revealed a root cellar entrance. "Your grandfather's last job involved gold bars from a botched mining operation, stolen from a federal shipment." The front door splintered as Calvin entered, flanked by armed men. His eyes settled on Orville. The grandson, here to claim his inheritance. Estelle raised her hands. "The gold isn't here, Calvin." He scoffed. 23 years I've chased it. You expect me to believe it's elsewhere?" Calvin's man, Marcus, suggested tearing the house apart. Calvin studied Orville. Inherited knowledge surfaces with motivation. "I've never been here," Orville protested. "I bought this place from Daniel Morrison." Calvin's face darkened. Morrison died 3 weeks ago. Heart attack. Suspicion grew, someone had lured Orville here. A new voice interrupted. Ruth Morrison, Daniel's daughter, stepped through the doorway. "You're all being played," she said. "Calvin, you're too quick to use violence." Calvin's weapon rose. "Ruth Morrison. I should have known." Ruth was unfazed. "My father ensured the truth would surface. Mr. Banks, your grandfather didn't hide the gold. He spent it." Silence fell. "Spent it?" Orville asked. Ruth's smile was sad. "On freeing 3 women held against their will and securing their new lives." Estelle's eyes welled. "We told him to keep some, but he wouldn't." Willa added, "He helped others, too, families torn apart." Fern nodded. "The chest holds manumission documents, travel passes, records of freedom." Calvin's men wavered. "If there's no gold, why are we here?" Marcus asked. Calvin insisted, "There has to be something." Ruth produced a folder. "My father documented everything, every transaction, every life saved. Jeremiah died poor but rich in purpose." Orville felt pride swell. "The house?" he asked. Ruth confirmed, "Bought with his last savings, for his family." Calvin's weapon dropped, his confidence gone. "The investors won't accept this." Ruth replied, "They're dead, Calvin. You've been chasing ghosts." More horses approached, federal marshals. Ruth had alerted them. Calvin's men hesitated as the lead marshal called for surrender. Ruth revealed another folder. "Forged documents, Calvin. Someone used you to eliminate witnesses." Calvin sank into a chair. "All those people. I thought I served justice." The marshals entered, recognizing Calvin. "Questions about disappearances across 3 territories," the lead marshal said. Calvin surrendered, promising a statement. Orville learned his grandfather's report had shut down a human trafficking operation. Ruth added, "The mastermind, Judge William Cartwright, is still out there, forging documents, orchestrating murders." Calvin paled. "I took orders from him." The marshal's jaw tightened. "If Cartwright's involved, he knows we're here." A lone horse galloped closer, Cartwright himself. Fern warned, "He's coming to finish this." The marshal ordered everyone away from windows. Cartwright, unarmed, radiated danger. "Marshal Davidson," he called, "let's discuss jurisdiction." The marshal demanded surrender. Cartwright refused, pouring coal oil around the house and striking a match. Flames roared. Fern led them to the root cellar tunnel to the barn. They escaped as the house burned, Cartwright vanishing. 3 days later, Orville stood in the ashes, holding a surviving strongbox of documents, records of lives saved. Estelle, Willa, and Fern stayed to rebuild. The government, shamed by the scandal, compensated Orville and funded Jeremiah's work. Calvin's testimony led to arrests. The mining case closed, victims honored. Orville realized his true inheritance, a legacy of compassion, echoing through generations.